What's up, guys? So today I got a very special box in the post. It is my Yoshimura AT2 exhaust. This is obviously for my 2020 Street Triple RS. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little tutorial video on how to fit this to the bike, and I'll do a before and after sound comparison, obviously, to see how they sound. I won't be using the baffle because I don't really need it here, but I'll show you the decibel level before and decibel level after, as well as the fitment. Okay, so I'm going to use this decibel meter, which will measure how loud the exhaust is. So we'll take a reading at stock, and then we'll take a reading with the Yoshimura and see how it sounds. So I'm going to start up the bike, set up the camera, and then take a reading. Okay, so we got a reading of around 75 to 80 decibels with the stock exhaust, and that was from about half a meter away, 30 centimeters or so, or 50 centimeters. So let's fit the Yoshimura and see how it sounds. Okay, so let's open this box. So inside the box we have the exhaust. Let's take a look at that first. Quite hefty. Quite a lot heavier than I was expecting. Very nice. Gloss, matte carbon. This is the works finish, so this is supposed to be a bit more scratch resistant, a bit more corrosion resistant. You can see there. That's where you would screw the baffle in. The baffle's not in at the moment. You're going to have to clean this off before I put it on the bike. Yeah, that's pretty good. Out the way. Pipe. Very nice. Like this color. So in the instructions it says that this will change color, obviously once it's used or run on the bike. All the clamps, some Yoshimura stickers, the exhaust clamps, spring puller, nut, whatever this is, Matthew Spaltz. I think he's actually South African. He's doing pretty well in North America at the moment. DB killer. Pretty sure I'm not going to use this, but we'll keep it just in case for the track. And that's everything. So let's get this thing fitted. Cool, let's go. Okay, so let's get started. First we'll need a 13 12mm socket and a 13mm spanner. Undo this bolt here. Drop the bolt on the floor. Then we will need the extension, so we need to take this bolt out. Surprisingly not very tight. Pretty loose. Then on the other side there's a shroud and a small bolt to take off, so let's go there. Okay, so we need to take this shroud off. Uses a 6mm Allen, sorry, not a 6mm, 7mm Allen. You may need to, there's two tabs over here, and on the header there's two tabs, and this shroud slides off, so you may need to do that. Mine seems to be pretty loose. Okay, then over here, you sort of see, is a, no, you can't really see there, there's a clamp holding the exhaust on. This is a 10mm. So let's undo that. Bit of a funny angle. Also not very loose. I mean, not very tight, sorry. Probably don't need to take the whole clamp off, but just for ease of access I'm going to take it off. I will put it back on when we do that. Okay, let's go and pull it off. Okay, let's pull the exhaust off. It should just come off pretty easily. There's a rubber grommet on the other side that's holding it in. Oh, there we go. That was easy. So this rubber grommet was holding it in. Okay, so we're going to fit the pipe. It comes with the collar on it. This is a 10mm socket, and it's going to go this way. So put that on. Oh, it's a very tight fit. I'm gonna just leave that loose for now and then fit the exhaust side, so let's do that. So this should go on here. So very stiff. Give it a wiggle. And we need to get that lined up with this, because this pipe is so stiff, it's a bit tough. So you use the original screw. Do not move the entire bike. Okay, whew. That's in. That is the Yoshimura screw, and that's the standard one. Pretty much the same thing. Let's try and put this on. Too tight yet, need the final fitment. So let's try and see here. Want to make sure that there's enough clearance between the swing arm and the exhaust. You don't want it too close. Don't know if I could move it. So I just roughly have it in place. We still need to put the spring on, and we still need to do the clamp. So there's the spring, we put that on, and then we need to do that clamp. So I think I'm going to do the spring first and then the clamp, make sure everything's in place. So they give you a nice spring puller. Well, I mean, it's just a piece of wire. So let's try and do that. Okay, let's see if you can see that. It's in there somewhere. Let's try it out. Tiny little hole in the exhaust. Let's hold onto the bike. There you go. That was easy. That's pretty good. And this feels like it's in place, so let's tighten it down. Make it nice and tight so there's no gas leak or blow by. Oh, that feels pretty solid. So you don't reuse the OEM gasket. which has this lead lining, and you don't need the OEM clamp. You can just keep those together like that. Okay, so the instructions say to use isopropyl alcohol, or surgical spirits is what they call it in the UK and South Africa. But isopropyl alcohol to clean off all the fingerprints. So this is quite dirty, and a fresh microfiber towel. So let's do that quickly. Yeah, that works quite well. Just also cleaning places I didn't touch, because I saw there was marks from the factory. This is a handmade exhaust, so there's going to be marks on it. Okay, that's done. Okay, so cleaning is done. The only thing left to do is we need to put the shroud back on. I don't know where I put it now. Oh, there it is. We need to put the shroud back on, and then we will start it up. But I think it looks pretty damn cool. It sits quite a bit lower than I expected. I didn't expect the Yoshimura sign to be so low. That doesn't really matter all that much. But it looks very sleek, very clean. The works finish is really nice. It's very smooth. In the manual it says that the color will change after about 10 to 15 minutes of riding or heat. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out, but I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to put the shroud on, and then we're going to start it up for the first time. Whoa, that sounds freaking amazing. Smoking a bit from first run, but very happy with that. I'm going to run it now for a couple of minutes just to burn off all the excess, but yeah, super happy with that. Cool, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. This is my first time filming an install with a camera on a tripod, so might have not been the greatest, but I hope you got an idea of what it's like to try and install the Yoshimura, and I'll get some more sound clips out on the bike at a later stage. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll check you next time.